I'm Linda Ramler, and I'm with the Rolling Deck Ministry at St. Pious X Church in Middletown. And we have started a new project this year. The Rolling Deck Ministry exists to make sure that everybody in our parish, regardless of ability or disability, is welcome. And our new project is the community garden, so that anybody and everybody can participate in this. The heat-treated wool pallets were donated by a company in Prospect, Connecticut, one of the staff members of whom has attended St. Pius Church in the past. And we have used those to plant different things in them, including lettuce and basil. We have some squash and tomatoes, and more tomatoes in the back that are on a higher set of pallets. The thinking behind the higher set of pallets was so that individuals who use wheelchairs or may have difficulty bending over could participate in the gardening. And we also have the raised beds here because it's not quite as difficult to do any harvesting when the beds are a little bit off the ground. It also makes for better planting. The idea for the community garden came from our parochial vicar, Father Sam Fuller, way back when, and it kind of sat for a number of years until we decided, as a Rolling Deck Ministry, that we wanted to do a project that would be of common interest to our parishioners with disabilities, our community, and our parish family who don't have disabilities. And one of the things that came to mind was the concept of a community garden. And it was really successful. We've got a number of volunteers, and when I say really successful, it was our plan to start very small. We have a whole vast yard here in behind St. Pius that we're going to be able to use eventually, and we're really hoping that this is a success so that we can continue to offer this to people as something to do that's an inclusive activity, and also to give back to our community, because the fruits of our labor are going to be donated to the Amazing Grace Food Pantry in Middletown. So we've got a series of volunteers who come here on a regular basis and water, and we've got some people lined up to do the actual harvesting, and we have our first harvest tonight of lettuce and a couple tomatoes. So those will be going over, like I said, to Amazing Grace Food Pantry. And we're always looking for volunteers. At this point, we've pretty much got the watering covered. Harvesting is not going to be as big a deal this year, but we also, like I said, got the pallets donated, we got the pots donated, we got the soil donated. And the gutters up here were put on by Dave Rogowski, our parish custodian, so that we would be able to drain rainwater directly into this rain barrel, which was also donated. And very simply, anytime we want to water the garden, all we have to do is put something like this bucket under here, turn this little orange switch here, and it drains water into the watering can. So anybody could stop by theoretically anytime and check to see if the plants need watering and water them. And if you find some crops worthy of harvesting, to go ahead and harvest them and bring them over to Amazing Grace Food Pantry. The plastic bags and some other gardening tools are in plastic bag, and some gardening tools are in the blue bucket here, which was also donated. And as you can see, we have more organic soil than we needed this year. Our plan is to put in a fall garden with cauliflower and some other fall crops, and then we'll be able to continue this hopefully on a bigger scale next year and in the future. So if you would like to participate in this at all, feel free to email me, Linda, rwc@comcast.net, or call Pat Martick at 203-630-9165. Thank you, and hope to see you in our garden. If you'd also like to join the Rolling Deck Ministry, you don't have to be a member of the St. Pius Parish community already, although we'd love to have you. And we meet on the third Thursday of every month at 7 o'clock in the Bill Fortin Memorial Hall, which is downstairs underneath the main body of the church. And we plan activities including our upcoming speaker series, which will include some individuals with disabilities and some other people speaking on topics of interest. So if you'd like to join us, feel free. You can call Pat or email me, and we'd be happy to have you. And we welcome any ideas that you may have, even if you can't attend the meetings.